Hello, everybody, and welcome to Into the Light Divination, your weekly podcast as well as YouTube channel. So, this is going to be a yearly reading for the fire, earth, air, and water. I'm going to have an extended available. It will be linked in the description box below if you're on YouTube. So first we're going to do quarterlies and then an overall energy, and then that will be for each. As you can tell, I have 4 different decks here. One will be for each different element, is what I meant to say. So the first element up is the fire signs. So what is the first quarter for the fire signs? January, February, March. What is the first quarter for the fire signs? January, February, March. What is the first quarter for the fire signs? January, February, March. So the first quarter, okay, is going to be the Two of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Lovers. So the first quarter is telling me that you have a little bit of uncertainty right now. However, there is something that you want to nurture and take a chance on. And it's showing me that it will bring you the success that you were looking for. Okay. So what is for the next quarter? The next quarter would be April, May, June. For the fire signs, what is for the next quarter? April, May, June. For the fire signs, please. What is the next quarter? April, May, June. For the fire signs, so we have the Three of Wands in reverse, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Four of Pentacles. So this is showing me in the next quarter, you're going to have a little bit of a loss of direction. However, if you're consistent, you will be able to regain that direction. And then you need to also remember to have a little bit of control. So you might have something of an income coming in from what I'm seeing, and you need to learn how to control it and not give it away so much. I feel like you have a tendency of giving more than what you receive. All right, so what's for the third quarter for the fire signs, please? That would be July, August, September. What's for the third quarter for the fire signs, please? July, August, September. What's for the third quarter for the fire signs, please? July, August, September. So we have the Eight of Cups, the World, and the Justice card. So this is telling me that you definitely are going to have a little bit of abandonment. Now, with that being said, I feel like this is more you abandoning something that does not serve you, which is going to bring you into some kind of celebratory, I'm hearing resilience, all right? And then I see some justice. So there'll be some balancing of the scales from whatever it is that you decided to release that no longer served you. So for the fourth quarter, what would be October, November, December? What is for the fire signs for October, November, December? What is for the fire signs for October, November, December? What is for the fire signs October, November, December? We have the Chariot. So we have the Chariot in reversed, the Ten of Cups in reverse, and the Five of Swords in reverse. So what I'm seeing is a little bit, once again, another lack of direction. Some kind of unhealthy relationship circles back around. So I can't quite remember if there's a Mercury retrograde. But for those of you that might be affected by a Mercury retrograde, expect somebody to come back that you may have released in the last previous quarter, the third quarter, with that Eight of Cups. I see a Ten of Cups in reverse, so that is also a Nine of Cups to me, which is telling me there's something that you need to do for you and not count on whatever other person that may be in your realm, all right? Then I'm seeing some kind of compromise and solutions to a conflict. So what's that telling me is whatever that person is causing you emotionally, you are going to come to some kind of solution. However, there's going to have to really good communication with that is what I'm seeing. That still means to me, I see a little bit of sense of walking away. However, not everyone is going to have that where you're walking away from somebody. This is just depends on the person. All right. So with that being said, that is the fire signs. Earth signs, you are next. So what do we have for the first quarter? sorry, I totally forgot your overall. So the fire signs, what is your overall energy? Fire signs, your overall energy, please. What is the fire signs' overall energy for the year 2025? So your overall energy is the Hierophant in reverse, the Page of Cups, and the Seven of Wands. So what this is telling me is a little bit of rebellion, all right, personal beliefs, free thinker, but I'm also seeing that as a lack of commitment in some kind of situation, all right? There's going to be many creative opportunities for you that will be something for you. However, I see a lot of needing to be strong-willed and determined, right, for what it is you want to do. But I'm also sensing a little bit of defensiveness, and not in a good way type of defensiveness. I'm seeing like you might get a little bit too offensive on criticism, okay? So, earth signs, for the first quarter, January, February, March, what is it for the earth signs, please? January, February, March. What is it for the earth signs, please? January, February, March. Earth signs, January, February, March. All right, earth signs, you have the Chariot, the Eight of Wands, and the King of Cups in reverse. So what I'm seeing for you here is there is some kind of movement forward on something you want to do. The Eight of Wands, I'm seeing a little bit of resilience in your aspect. I'm hearing you listening to something that is driving you to be unsure on how you're going to move forward. And that can bring you into the Knight of Cups energy. So normally I would say that you would be free if it was upwards. I don't see that. I see that there's a lot of stagnant energy about something because of what other people are saying. That also could be your own self-doubt in the situation, whatever it may be, all right? So April, May, June, what is for the earth signs for April, May, June? What is for the earth signs for April, May, June, please? What is it for the earth signs? April, May, June, please. April, May, June. Ooh, all right. So, earth signs, I see a little bit of a heartbreak in a situation. That doesn't necessarily mean cheating. What it shows to me is that you're going to be breaking your own heart on something. I think it's also maybe breaking free from that negativity and self-imposing, all right? So you might be breaking your own heart on, it's like a healing thing is kind of what I'm seeing, is I'm breaking this because I know it's not worth it to me. However, part of you is going to break from that because you're breaking free. The Six of Pentacles in reverse, I definitely see it as you were no longer interested in something that you thought would bring you stability. It won't in your eyes. And I see a new passionate opportunity for you. All right. So that was April, May, June. So third quarter, July, August, September. For the earth signs, please. July, August, September, please. For the earth signs. July, August, September. For the earth signs. What's in store for the earth signs? July, August, September, please. All right. So the Emperor, the Page of Cups, and the Page of Wands. All right. So what I'm seeing here is the Emperor. So definitely something for you. I see you standing in a place of power and passion. So this is definitely something that you are very interested in. The Page of Cups sees a little bit of a balancing act between something you are passionate about and something you love. Now, whether that's relationships and or just something that you're working on, I'm not too sure. However, I also see the Page of Wands. This says just like you. So I think that you're trying to find a balance. And for some reason this is popping out, which normally this kind of stuff never does. But you're trying to convince, it's imposter syndrome is what I'm seeing, as some of you may have an imposter syndrome on something. So there's something that might bring you success, but it might also make you feel a little bit like maybe I don't deserve this. Please remember that you deserve any success for anything you put the effort into. So October, November, December for the earth signs, please. What is for the earth signs? October, November, December. What is for the earth signs October, November, December? What is for the earth signs October, November, December? Ooh. Okay, one more shuffle. Yeah, one more shuffle. All right, October, November, December. So what I'm seeing here is a judgment call. So I believe, honestly, that previous quarter, the third quarter, is going to bring you into a judgment call for yourself. The One of Swords shows me that is a quick communication, and I think that communication is going to be with yourself to give yourself that 10 of Cups emotionally, all right? So that imposter syndrome, I see a little bit of judgment. Also maybe judgment from others, and you also may need to have a conversation with others to make harmony in your relationships is also what I'm seeing for you, okay? So with that being said, what is the earth signs overall for 2025? What is the earth signs overall energy for 2025, please? What is the earth signs overall energy for 2025? 1, 2, 3. Okay, so you got the Queen of Pentacles, which is very nice because that is earth energy. So I see you really standing in your power, all right? However, you might get a little bit of puppeteering energy to yourself, all right, is kind of what I'm seeing. However, you've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, so it's definitely quicker moving energy than you normally do hold yourself in. Earth signs can be a little bit more slower paced on stuff. However, in this, I'm seeing a quick movement. That or there's going to be a quick advancement in something, and it's going to surprise you. However, you got the Queen of Cups. And because you had I believe you had the Emperor, earlier. So you've got the Queen of Cups as well, which I think is very interesting. So with the Queen of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups, I do see some kind of balance, which definitely shows me into a little bit of that Emperor energy. You also have half right here of all 4 queens that technically make the Empress. So it's like you're halfway there to where you want to be is what I'm seeing. So the Queen of Cups, you definitely are going to find more balance in relationships and emotions as well as what I'm seeing. All right. So that's all I have for you, earth signs. Okay. So the next group is the air signs, okay? So air signs. Hello, my friends, the air signs. Air signs. What is for the first quarter for the air signs? January, February, March. January, February, March. January, February, March. January, February, March, please. Earth signs, January, February, March. What is the message for the air signs? Air signs. January, February, March. Okay, so this is interesting. We have the Page of Drinks, which would be cups, the Fallen, okay, and then the Many Named. So I'm getting a little bit of interesting energy here. What I'm seeing here is this kind of feels like world energy, but I know that's not it. I believe that's actually Scorpio. What I'm seeing here is you definitely feel a lot of lackluster in the first quarter. However, there is definitely something that you're working on, but you've been very, very hesitant and kind of reluctant to see where it's going to go at fears. You are the only person holding yourself back. I just want to remind you of that, air signs, all right? So what do we have for the next quarter? April, May, June. What is in the next quarter for the air signs? Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, of course. April, May, June. April, May, June. Oh, this is interesting. My deck flipped all weird. Sorry. Okay. April, May, June. Oh, my deck really flipped weird. April, May, June. April, May, June, please. What is for the air signs? April, May, June. By the way, this is a new deck, so. Okay, so we've got the Thickest, the Sparkler, and the Classic. The interesting thing is these are all high arcanas. So I really should have looked into what these mean to the normal tarot because I am a little confused. However, I think I get the gist of it. what I'm seeing here is more success. So you had a little bit of a slow first quarter, but April, May, June is where you start seeing success, okay? So I'm seeing you really go down a pathway, all right? Definitely having some kind of spark and energy. And then classic. So there are some things that you are going to keep very classy and classic. I see business opportunities in this sense where there are some things that are going to really blow up for you. There's some things that are going to spark traction. And there's other things that are going to be more classic that will get you the kind of audience that you're looking for. If you're doing social media, that is definitely a yes for you. So third quarter, July, August, September, July, August, September for the air signs. July, August, September for the air signs, please. July, August, September for the air signs. All right. You've got the Express in reverse, the Ace of Sides, and the Slurp. Now I don't know what that one is. The drinks one made sense. The Ace of Sides, I'm not too sure what that one is. I guess I really should have looked this up, but I didn't. That's okay though. So what I'm going to say for here is the Express. I see slowdown energy is what I'm getting here, and definitely something you thought you were going to do as a side adventure, you're no longer going to do, and you're going to hold off on that until a little bit later. The Slurp tells me that this definitely is telling me that you are pausing. You're not going to fast pace something you originally were going to do. You're going to take the time out to pause and definitely see what it is that interests other people, your audience, as well as yourself. I definitely heard education is something that just popped up. So I definitely see maybe there's something with education that you're going to focus on first before you actually move forward on a project you were originally thinking of doing around this time. So that being said, October, November, December, the last quarter of the year for the air signs, please. October, November, December, the last quarter. Okay. So you've got the burrito in reverse, the split, and the scoop in reverse. So what I'm seeing here is, it's so weird. Because I see, once again, I'm seeing a full, and it's so weird because I keep getting all high arcanas, which is good. By the way, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, when you get high arcanas for most of your readings, that is telling you that you are actually going to have a lot of success, and it is actually very good. It's just, when I can figure out the meanings behind the cards, I probably will put that in the description as well, or do an update, just because this is a little bit weird. However, the burrow is showing me, that reminds me of the Justice card for some reason, or the Scales, and it's showing me that there's something that you're not doing. You're releasing something that you were going to do. You are split, though, on something else. And there's a lot of hesitant energy I'm getting. There's something you're self-doubting yourself about in the fourth quarter. And maybe it's because you want to just wait till January to start fresh. Instead of starting it in the fourth quarter, it makes more sense for you to start it in the first quarter. I think you're doing a business. I don't know if you're incorporating or if you're doing some kind of business, but there is some kind of business, trademark, something that you have started, I'm hearing, that you want to push forward, but you don't think it's a good time to release it in December. You're thinking January, all right? So, finally, what is your overall year? Your overall year is, for the air signs, what is the overall energy for 2025? What is the overall energy for 2025? What is the overall energy for 2025? The overall energy, the Queen of Sweets. Okay, that gives me wand energy. The the King of Sweets, and the Trio. Okay. So what I'm seeing here is a little bit of lack of energy here, but I'm seeing it more as a lack in connections. So you may be lacking in connections, and I'm seeing a little bit of the Trio. I'm seeing a lack of, yeah, there's definitely a lack in connections you're having because you were definitely focused on something else. However, I don't see it necessarily as a negative. I think that whoever is in those connections understands what you're trying to do is going to help everybody. So I don't see it necessarily as negative. I see it as people understanding what you're doing and kind of just letting that go as is, okay? So finally we have the water signs. The water signs. So the water signs. What is the first quarter, January, February, March, for the water signs, please? What is the first quarter, January, February, March, for the water signs, please? What is the first quarter, January, February, March, for the water signs, please? Okay, so we've got, what are you? The 3? The Empress, okay. And we have the 8 of Tools in reverse, okay. And then we have the 9 of Tools in reverse. Okay, that's interesting. So for the first quarter, we've got the Empress in reverse, okay. This is also showing me a lack of movement with the eggs in that. It's showing me something you're not being productive on, okay. The 8 of Tools in reverse and the 9 of Tools in reverse is showing me that you're heavily focusing on the 7. And I think that's definitely more of something that you need to do. So you're not quite in production of something that you want to do. However, there's something you need to do first in order to get to the something you want to do. If that makes any sense for you. Hopefully that does. All right, first quarter done. Next quarter. April, May, June. April, May, June. What is April, May, June for the water signs, please? What is April, May, June for the water signs, please? Sorry, most of these are new decks. So April, May, June for the water signs. Okay, April, May, June. So you've got here the 4 of Tools. So this is definitely creation. Okay, I think the Tools are Pentacles. All right, creation, the Moon, so introspection, and then we've got the Sun. So this is good, water signs. What we have here for April, May, and June is you're going to start into creation with a little bit of reflection on some stuff, okay? However, I do see positive from this. So whatever you're creating will have some light. It might take some introspection to see what it is you really want to do with what you're creating, okay? So July, August, September, third quarter. What is in the third quarter for the water signs, please? What is in the third quarter for the water signs, please? What is in the third quarter for the water signs, please? And what is in the third quarter for the water signs? All right. Third quarter, we have the Knight of Meals, the Knight of Drinks, and the Queen of Drinks. So I see something positive here. So the third quarter, you definitely have some kind of movement going forward. It may take a little bit of time, but you definitely have some more movement. So what your idea is, we'll have some movement. You have the Knight to the Queen. So that's positive when it goes up in tarot. So the Knight is definitely something of emotions I'm seeing. Something that has a little bit of passion. However, you're going to bring yourself to the Queen, and I'm seeing that as the Queen of Cups. So whatever it is going to give you emotional fulfillment, which is great because this is a water sign reading. So this is going to connect with you in more ways than what you originally thought. Okay. So the last quarter for the water signs, please. What is the last quarter, October, November, December of 2025 for the water signs, please? What is the last quarter? October, November, December. The last quarter, October, November, December. The last quarter, October, November, December, please. The last quarter, October, November, December for the water signs, please. All right. We have the Ace of Drinks in reverse, the Three of Tools in reverse, and then the Eight of Meals. So what I'm seeing here, this is really interesting. So your last quarter is definitely, I said you had success in the third quarter. However, your last quarter is you have success and you're not going to start over on something emotionally. You're going to stay the path you're going. All right. I see the Three of Tools in reverse, which is telling me there is nothing that needs to be fixed. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay. And then you're going to enjoy the feast. I keep hearing enjoying the abundance for the feast or something like that. Like there's something very positive in your realm that is going to work out for you, and you're going to start seeing it says feast, but I'm seeing more like money, but feast. So you'll be able to feed your family, and that is kind of what I'm getting. All right, so finally, what is the overall view energy of 2025 for the water signs, please? What is the overall energy of 2025 for the water signs, please? What is the overall energy of 2025 for the water signs, please? All right, so the overall energy is you have Gone Fishing, the Hermit in reverse, the Wheel in reverse, and the Queen of Meals. Okay. This speaks fiery for some reason. I keep seeing it as fire. I don't know. I'm going to have to look into that, but I'm getting fire energy off that. I could be wrong. However, what I'm seeing here is the Hermit. You're no longer going to be in like vacation mode and hiding out. You are going to work on stuff that you know you need to work on. The Wheel in reverse is telling me that there is no more stagnation. You're not allowed to do that. You know you're not allowed to do that. Otherwise, you'll never see the success. So however it is, you have to work on what you have to work on. You're going to find ways to do this no matter what. And then the Queen of Meals in reverse tells me that you're not going to be too hyper-focused on the success or the outcome of the situation. You're going to be more focused on the process of what it is you were doing to get yourself to that ending that you want to see, okay? So, with that being said, I just want to remind everybody that, as always, in divination is never exactly precise. Please remember that this is only for entertainment purposes only, never to be taken too seriously. It is just a prediction. Whatever action you take off of this is not my suggestion. I'm just telling you what the cards are saying. Divination is never precise. Energy can change. This is only the current energy that is telling me, right? Time is fluid in all forms of divination, which means that whatever is telling me now could be later for some of you, or it could have already happened for some of you, all right? So once again, divination is never precise. So if you like this and you want to check out the extended, feel free to. The link will be in the description box below on YouTube. Otherwise, if you'd like to find me and you're hearing me on the podcast, you can always reach out to Into the Light Divination on YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. And also on my website, intothelightdivination.com. I will have links to the extendeds available for limited time. That way, at least you can find what you're looking for. Thank you so much to everyone watching, and I hope you have a lovely day. Goodbye now.